Hey friends, I am here. Hi everybody, welcome in. Hey Troy Sutton, how are you? I am here, moving slow, but I'm here. And yeah, it is a lovely day here in Virginia. It's like 60 some degrees. Hopefully you can see. I'm good, Rudy. Thank you. Hey Holly, welcome in. I thought I would do the live in my sunroom because, as some of you may know, I've been sick and I almost canceled today's live because I just wasn't feeling it. But there's nothing sunshine just can't cure, right? So I thought I'd come out into my sunroom. I got a tray here ready that I started yesterday. I got the soil in it yesterday and just had been letting the soil kind of heat up. And I've got my seeds, and I'm gonna start my seeds and start getting that ready. Yesterday I did some onions. We'll see, some bunching onions. Hopefully those will germinate. The seeds are a little older. I didn't soak them, but there's no reason why they shouldn't. I've unplugged the heat mats because it's too hot. I had to open up my little greenhouse I have here in my sunroom. Yeah. So, hey, Karen, welcome in. Yeah, I almost canceled today too, Karen, to be honest with you. But I said, get out there, get in the sunshine. And, the sun it's just so healing to me anyhow. So I thought I'd jump in here and do just a chat. And while we chat about whatever we want to chat about, I thought I would start planting. And I am really upset with myself because this is the first year, there has to be another container. There's another container. I did not buy seeds this year. I've had seeds gifted to me, and I am doing the survival seeds through a collaboration all year. But my tomatoes, I'm looking for my tomato plants, my tomato seeds, and I can't find them. So I am sure they're in my other container that I didn't bring out. And I don't need to plant everything today. That's not what it's about. It's about getting my pepper plants going, because many of you may know last year I had great difficulty with my pepper plants going that I had purchased through a pretty reputable, and my gardener, I'm not afraid to say his name. And I was very disappointed in the germination rate. So this year I made a commitment to myself that I am going to get these in a good 8 weeks, 10 weeks before I can put them out. So hopefully we'll see what happens with them. I'm going to try them again. So let me say hi to everybody who's come in first. Chris, good to see you. Or Troy, thank you so much. Chris, thanks for coming in. 50 Acre Homestead, Holly, thank you for being here. And Karen, it's good to see you too. Rudy, it's good to see you too. I always count from 1 to 100, Rudy. And Carpenter Self-Reliance, good to see you too. Welcome in. Hope all is going well over there with you. So I can't get over how warm it is. I know it's fake spring, right? It's like that. Thanks, Jennifer Homestead. Welcome in. I know it's gonna get cold again, but all this week, these are my temps, and I am going to embrace it, whether I'm in my sunroom or sometimes I just go outside and sit in the sun for a few minutes, and that just really helps me too to get me better. So yeah, I'll share with you some of the things I am gonna hopefully do well with today. I have West Virginia State chili peppers. We're going to sow a couple of those. This one I'm really excited from. I think these all came from Gail over at Gail Southern Living. She sent these to me last year. It is peach sugar rush peppers. I'm going to plant a couple of those. And then I have a yellow Scotch bonnet peppers. Now, these went really well. I planted lemon drop peppers last year and they did really, really well. And I still have a freezer completely full because I don't know what to do with them. But my pepperoncinis didn't do well, so I plan to do some of those. And I want to do the Coral Bell and the Purple Beauty and some of the giant bell peppers. And then I really want this to grow this year. It is a pumpkin jalapeno pepper. This is something I'm really interested in. Has anybody grown this? Just let me know. And then I have a Santa Fe Grande peppers. So yeah, I know that's a lot of peppers, but that's okay because, you know, you can always do something with them. And I'm going to try and be better at labeling things. I don't know about you guys, but I'm so bad about labeling everything. And a lot of these are repeat. Oh, I'm going to try some Tabasco, the Tabasco peppers. I don't know if I have anything in here. I have 2 seeds left. Those didn't do last year. I didn't do yeah. I have 2 seeds left, so we'll plant those 2 seeds. And then I just have like a different type of I have Spanish seeds or Spanish pepper. These are like a cayenne pepper, I think. Just different types of, and I get these at the Dollar Tree. And I'll tell you guys, these actually germinate really well. Don't underestimate Dollar Tree seeds. They're for $1.25, so you can go get some staple seeds there, and they will produce for you. I have had great luck with those seeds. My kitty's down here on the floor. Welcome in. Welcome in. Yep. So I always try and, do certain seeds, right? I've never tried. So I've done Baker Creek. I wasn't a big fan of Baker Creek seeds, I'll be honest with you. A lot of people are, but I wasn't a big fan. And of course, I've always had good luck with Burpee. Last year, I ordered Annie's from Annie's Organic. For the first time, I ordered pinto beans and kidney beans. And I don't know. No, those aren't them. Maybe these are. I have tons of, I saved the seeds last year. These are, I don't know if you're going to be able to see, but the pinto beans that I grew from Annie's heirloom seeds is right there. I don't know. Can you see those? I saved those seeds. So yeah. Not to mention, I also soaked some from the store that I had purchased at Aldi, and those all sprouted and germinated too. So I have a lot of kidney beans and pinto beans that I plan to grow this year. And I had my first honeybee. My first bee somehow got into my house today, and I saved it. I was very happy that I was able to save it. I don't know how it got into the house, but it did. And then I need to do a video of this. This is for the survival seeds. hosted by Lazy Days Ahead, Bushcraft Family, and Vineyard Chicks, or VC Homestead now. And one of the things that I have from them are red kidney beans here that I'm going to be planting. I have a sweet bell pepper I'm going to be planting. Now, I don't know if it's just my area, friends, but I do not have a lot of luck with Roma tomatoes. So I'm going to try those again. And then I have some early yellow globe onions. I'm going to try those. I have some beets. I am going to be doing beets and then some pumpkins. And that all comes from the Vineyard Chick, the collaboration I was just telling you about, the survival seeds. So, and I'll do a separate video on that because I need to post that as I do things. Yeah, go for it, Karen. Do it. Soak your beans overnight and then go put them out in your dirt, and I guarantee you they'll germinate and sprout. So yeah, I bought these little containers at Hobby Lobby. This is what I keep my seeds in. So that's that. So what's everybody been doing? I need a little carbonation today to wake me up. I've gotten back onto this nasty habit, guys, of Diet Coke, and I need to stop. I stopped drinking soda for a long time. I would have one every so often, and then I just have like a ton of flowers I want to start. I've been gifted flowers last year from people, the seeds. I'm going to start some nasturtiums and zinnias. So I have this vision in my head. Whether or not I can make it happen is to be said yet. Hey, Tammy, welcome in. Yeah. So these are my warmer crop vegetables. I will tell you this. They're all the way over there. So I am, because I have I just want to tell you, these are all cucumber seeds, okay, from all over. And I will be doing some cucumbers this year. So that's why this container is out here. I want to start some of those. And I also thought, I think it'd be really great too, to, grow. I don't eat a lot of squash, zucchini, that type of stuff here, but I will incorporate it when I shred it up, and I incorporate it into sauces and soups to give extra vegetables. But I'm thinking I'm going to grow like certain things now for my chickens and that. So I think that will be beneficial too, to, just give them greens during the summer as long as I can to keep the cost of food down. Yesterday, I gave them food, and in my freezer, I had preserved some yellow squash. And I'll be honest with you, right now, this is I'm going to call it March. We're just about in March. And I think I've used one package that I preserved. So I know that right then and there is not something that I'm going to take my time preserving. So what I ended up doing was taking it out to my chickens, and they devoured it. So I'm going to start going through my freezer of that type of stuff that I know I probably won't get to, and start giving it to my chickens. So I think that's going to be helping. Yeah. I've done the wet paper towel and Ziploc pack, and they germinate. It's amazing. I know, like with the peas, the peas and the anything like with a harder shell, like the beans, soaking them really helps too, because it softens that outer part to help germinate a lot faster. So you might want to consider that as well when you're, you want to germinate. And some of these seeds that I have, you know what? They're older seeds, but it doesn't matter. They're still going to germinate. So one of the things, and I do have it, I have my spray bottle. I had a really nice spray bottle I spent like $20 on it. It was really nice. And it broke on me. And I was like, So Dollar Tree spray bottle for $1.25. And I come in and just spray. I just spray and keep the soil moist. Because I did water from underneath yesterday, and I know that it's really nice and moist. But when I go to plant today, I want to make sure that I have everything nice and moist. Because already the onions that I planted yesterday, the top of the dirt was already dry, so I sprayed it before I came on here. So, oh yeah, my seeds, even I have some of the seeds a little older. Hi Gail, how are you? So, yeah, they all germinate. It just, maybe they may take a little bit longer. But I want to grab something else when I'm right here. Now I know Jennifer, you sent me some tomato seeds, and I want to plant those too. And those have to be in my other container. So this here is what I separated everything out when I went through my seeds earlier. Just a second. Okay, when I went through my seeds earlier in the year, I separated everything out from like cool weather crops and, that warmer weather crops, right? And I've decided that I'm going to start with my cooler weather crops here. And I'm going to start some lettuce. I'm going to put a container in. Like I told you, I already started some bunching onions in that. But one of the things that I'm going to do actually is I am going to take my peas, radishes, carrots. These are carrots too. I think I have 2 things of carrots. My celery, anything cold weather crop related. And I am going to direct sow those out into my garden. And some of the lettuce I'm going to start in here right now because it's nice. It's perfect for it. I was watching The Rusted Gardener, and it was such a timely video because, and look at this, is just all lettuce. Is this just, I'm not going to say it's ridiculous because I use all these seeds, but yeah. So spinach, my kale is still out there from last year, and I was watching his show today, and he was like, I knew it could stand like a good frost, and it's perfectly fine. I know they have to be in my other container, because somebody even sent me marigold seeds, and I don't know what I did with them. This is what I should never move stuff until I'm ready to work with it. But yeah, so this is a lot of lettuce and stuff. So I'm going to start some seeds today, actually, while we're sitting here yakking. I'm going to start some lettuce here. I have some romaine I think I'm going to start. And I'm not going to do any more kale because I have a ton of kale out there. So any of these that are open, my favorite is the Butter Crunch, the rib bib lettuce. I love that. And I got my spinach. And we're gonna do some leaf lettuce. I'm not gonna do any cabbage. Nobody eats cabbage. I should try and grow it again, but bok choy is another one that you can direct sow. I may keep that one out to do that. And that can also withstand a really nice, I guess in my zone, in Maryland zone 7A and B, they can tolerate the frost. And then I just have like a mix. So I think I'm gonna use some of that and start planting as I talk. So I want to put out that next Tuesday evenings, 6 p.m. I think it's Central Time. It's 7 p.m. Eastern Time, and then it's 6 p.m. Central. I think that's an hour behind me. Tammy and Gail and I are going to be doing our live, and we're going to have our giveaway for Cupid's Creation. We were not able to pull it off this past week. All of our schedules got really busy, and then I had been sick. And to be honest with you, it was not something that I was really thinking about until like 2 days afterwards. And I was like, oh my gosh, did I miss the live? So yeah. So there we go. So I think that's what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna direct sow carrots, radishes, and even some lettuce as well. And I'm gonna start some lettuce in here and then maybe try and do some succession planting. Now, last year I ended up ordering, from Haas, they have the strip tape with the seeds in it. I ordered some of that, and it was the French breakfast radishes. And excuse me, my kitty's back here. He's playing with his little ball we bought him. He's such a cutie pie. I forgot my train of thought. Sorry. Oh yeah, I had a mice problem last year in my garden, really bad. But I have a cat now, and the cat is doing his job. That's all I can say. Isn't that right, Oliver? I woke him up. He was sound asleep out here when I came out, and he was all curled up in his little bed. And I can't help it, right? He woke up. And I'm also going to start some cilantro. So cilantro is really more of a cool weather crop, to be honest with you. And I'm going to direct sow this and like parsley and that together. And I'm just going to put it out there in my garden. I'm not going to like plant each individual seed. I'm going to just throw it out and see what that does. So there's another one. So those are my seeds that I plan to start with right now. Nope, Rudy, I won't. We've been playing that for too many days now. So let me see. Oh, you know what these are? These are all my seeds. I have 100 of them. These are all my seeds that came out of my loofah. So if anybody wants any loofah seeds, let me know. I'd be happy to share with you. So those are my loofah seeds. Anyhow, what has everybody been up to? If you don't mind, I think I'm just going to sit here and chat. I need to go get some popsicle sticks to use as markers or something. Oh, good, Chrissy. Here, honey. If you wouldn't mind emailing me, Chrissy, right there, and tell me what it is that you want from the chat today. I'll send you some loofahs. And I literally got 60 some loofah pods last year. They're all sitting here. I actually had to throw out a couple because what had happened, it got so cold that they froze and I couldn't peel them off. So I have so many of them here. I need to cut them and figure out what I'm going to do with them. So yeah. So Gail, I was telling them about the pepper plants that you sent, seeds that you sent me last year. Those are on my list to plant this year. So, so I think the first one we're going to do is some arugula. This is, yeah. So we're going to try some arugula and see how that works. I always plant more than one seed. I always plant more than one seed in my trays or in my containers. And, you know, I was watching somebody, her channel. No, I'm going to plant a little more because I'm going to have company here in my house next month. And I've got my family coming over in June and July. So I am going to plant certain things extra. So I literally just put in like 7 seeds. So what I like to do, and I'll show you, I'll bring the camera down. So what I like to do when I use a container like this, I don't know how many inches this is. But as you can tell, guys, I never buy containers. If I buy seed or if I buy like starts, then I just keep these and I wash them out and disinfect them and sanitize them for the following year. And that's what I did with this a good month ago. I got my garden stuff out. I have more to plant, more containers to use. But what I do is I just kind of put one here. I do like corner to corner, like the lettuce. I'll do like 5 because I can easily break this apart. And you know, I may not have all 5 germinate. I may have 3, or I may have 4. But that's kind of how I like to sow my seeds. And now here I did it in this one, just like I showed you. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in and I just use my little spray bottle because I know the bottom should be super wet and moist from yesterday. If I'm not mistaken, it should be. And then I'm just going to give it a good spray. And it's nice and moist on top. And that is already done. And that, my friends, are the first seeds of 2025 that we got to plant together and start. That's exciting. But I'm going to try and be a good steward of this. Yeah, no problem, Jerry. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. Do you hear my rooster out there? Yeah, no, you're fine, Tammy. Thanks for being here. Tammy's working too hard. She works too hard. So, yeah. Have you started your garden at all or started any of your seeds? Okay, Jennifer, thank you. Today is my dad's birthday, friends. I have to give him a call later too. My dad turned 87 today, which is a huge blessing for our family. He's a wonderful person. I think I want to get some masking tape or something and do this a little bit better than because I don't have patience to write all these sticks out. And that's one of the reasons why I fail at labeling. Oh, look. I put the stick in the wrong spot, so. Yeah, you do. You do, dartboard. So now I'm going to come in and we're going to do our other one. And I'm just going to make a little in, like I showed you with the, and I'm going to go with some romaine. Is this one? Yeah, this one is romaine. I'm hoping, my goal is, so the farmer's market will be starting again. So I really hope, there's a vendor there that sells all their produce and they have beautiful produce, but I want to be able to have a little small stand at my house for my community with my breads that I make and with maybe some of my produce, right? That is right off of here. So I put 2 seeds in each hole, friends, because again, I mean, not everything's going to germinate, right? You know that. That's why it's important to make sure you always put more than 1 seed in. Yes. So I was going to be doing a collaboration about meals in jars, and I am postponing that right now because it is just, right now it's just more than I don't want to do it right now. I have enough going on that I feel that it's better for me to put it off so I can put together a really good collaboration with some really great content creators. So those people I know who said they'd be interested, I still have their names all written down and I'll reach out to them when the time gets closer. So I think with gardening season and stuff coming up, I think it's, for me, I don't want to overwhelm myself with all of the collaborations right now. So there's a couple of great ones coming up in March. Pies of March are kicking off, and there's some really great content creators that are going to be involved in that. I know I will be in it. I know Gail will be in it. Tammy will be in it. And that will kick off March 1st, hosted by the Leanne over at the Mennonite Farmhouse. And I have been working on what I plan to bake. I know. Well, you will in time. Oh, I am so sorry. You know what? Go to the Dollar Tree, Chris. Look at, and I planted these last year. I planted these zinnias last year, and they did really well. I was really surprised. Now, I'm not, I mean, if I have any problems like I did last year, I know that I can go and substitute and get them up in Pennsylvania. And I'll be honest, guys, when I can go up there and buy my tomato starts that are really nice, they're $1.25. You know, sometimes I just do that versus going through all of this. But this is, hey, Heather. I'm sorry, bake what? Are you talking to me? Maybe you're not. Maybe you're talking to somebody else. Yeah, right? See, even Gail said her Dollar Tree ones grew just fine. So These seeds are old. These are from 2021. Do you think they'll even germinate? I don't know. What do you think? We're going to give it a shot, right? I know like last year when I was at the farmer's market, I had such an abundance of kale that I was taking some. I took some to the farmer's market and bagged it all up, and I sold it for like $3 a bag. There was a lot of kale in there. It's not like you skimp on it, right? So, yeah. I still have so much canning. So I have peppers, all my peppers from last year. I don't know what I'm going to do with those. I still have tomatoes and I have chicken to can in my freezer. And that was stuff that I was going to do, but I have yet got to it. So, yeah. So I am trying to get caught up with a lot of different things because I haven't been on YouTube. I haven't done anything. That's awesome. I know. And that's why I'm in my sunroom today because it is 61 here in Virginia, Gail. And I was like, I wasn't feeling well and I almost canceled the live. But I said, no, get up and go out to your sunroom because the sun is going to help heal you. And so that's what I did. So I turned my heat mats off during the daytime, friends. And then like tonight, because it'll get cooler, I will turn my heat mats on at nighttime. But when it's hot like this, that sun comes straight through here and just warms up the sunroom with no problem. So I think at nighttime, it's better that I have those on. This is just lettuce. It's a Bibb lettuce is what I love Bibb lettuce. Don't you all? I just love Bibb lettuce. How's the weather where you're at? Are you guys getting warm temps too? Yeah. Aw. Well, you're moving this year anyhow too, right, Jennifer? Aren't you going to be moving this year? Oh, that's nice weather, Gail. 76. As long as it doesn't get too hot too fast, right? Yeah, that's nice. And I know, like I said, like, guys, not kidding you. Is it Saturday or Sunday? We're dropping down to like 30 something. And I'm like, whatever. And I knew that was going to happen. So I don't want to get my hopes up. You know, this is a mix. So I think what I'm going to do is do little rows instead of the little, we'll do some rows in here. And then we're just going to sprinkle because it's a mix. So to me, it doesn't matter. And these are ones like literally I will go outside and just like get a handful and just throw them into my raised beds to plant. And it works that way too. Have you ever noticed that? I don't know about you, but sometimes when I just go and throw things in, come here, Oliver. Oliver got scared. I have never ever sprayed him with a water thing, but he got scared when the water went off. He still gets very skittish, which is sad. You know, he's been here for how long and he still gets really skittish. Oliver, you want to come say hi to everybody? All right. So today my dad turned 87 years old, friends. Can you even believe that? He's 87. He doesn't look 87. Nor does he act like it. And him and mom are coming for the summer. They'll be out here during the summertime. This will be their last trip with their motorhome. And my dad drives the motorhome. And some of their friends, they are caravanning together from California out here. So yeah. Hey, Dark Lord, thanks. Thanks for being here. Oh, lovely weather. 50s, lovely too. So I'm just grabbing the seed packs. And I'm literally just, I'm planting about 6 containers, almost 6 containers right now of lettuce. And in those containers, there's about 5 different holes. So we'll see how that works. That's awesome, Heather. Happy birthday to your mom. Yeah, so I will FaceTime Dad later and wish him a happy birthday. My daughter, who was traveling for work, happened to be actually in Oregon, Heather. She was in Oregon, and then she had to turn around and go to like Reno or Tahoe. So what she ended up doing was flying down to California from Oregon and staying with my mom and dad. And she was able to go see not just, her grandparents, but her cousin showed up with his baby, who's not a baby anymore, and her aunt and uncles and that. And she was able to go, they went and had lunch for Dad's birthday. So it was really nice. And now she's in Lake Tahoe where she works. So yeah, thank you, Heather. Yeah. We're going to just spray this really good. And I think what I'll probably do is water the bottom just a little bit because they were on the heating mat. And it was good that I came in when I did because it was too hot with the heating mat on. And they really needed to go off. So this is a green leaf mix, right? Yeah. So all right. I'll just show you where it's at. There we go. 5 done. 5 things of lettuce. And I could probably keep going. Oh, I am definitely going to do spinach. That was one for sure that I wanted to make sure that I got planted today. So I do have spinach and I want to grow a bit of it because my chickens like it, the goats like it. And, if it's just about extra food for the animals too to help keep the cost down. Yeah. Yeah. It was nice, Heather. I'm glad that she was able to do it. So I can come back in and grow more, and seed more. But right now I'm going to see how well these take. So, yeah. Hopefully this year, as I said, having Oliver the cat is going to make a difference with the rodents. He loves being out in the garden with me. He follows me out every morning when I have to do the chickens, and at nighttime I try to keep him in before I go out there, because there's just, if he had it his way, he'd probably be out there during the nighttime too, but I won't let him. I have too much wildlife out here, and he would be taken really quick. But last year when he appeared, every time I went into the garden, he was right there by my side. So I might as well have him in there again. Except I noticed that he kind of likes digging in the dirt, which is a biggie no. He did that to some of my succulents out here. And I was like, oh, no, you don't, Mr. Oliver. You are not going to be doing that. He's asleep right now. He's such a funny cat. And it's funny because I'm not a cat person. I used to be, but I'm not. But this little one has captured my heart. So, you know. Today is 2/26. Oliver. There he goes. And I think my one dog is very jealous of Oliver, my big Bernese Mountain Dog, because she purposely scares him. And it makes me so mad. So yeah, I think I am going to water these from underneath tonight, just to make sure they have a good drink, because they will be on the heating mat tonight, and I want to make sure that those are all in there. And I was smart this year. I put down a plastic tablecloth on my table, and so I don't have to really worry about the mess if it gets on there. Go get him, Oliver. Let me see if he'll let me pick him up so you can see how pretty. Come here. There he is. Oliver, say hello. Oliver, say hi. There you go. See, it's not so bad. The minute I came out here and put my stuff down, he jumped up. There he is. Come on, I'll put you down. Say goodbye. Say goodbye to everybody. Thank you. Okay. Goodbye. You go down now. Thank you, Karen and Save the Place. Welcome in. So, little Oliver, he's out there. My son went out to walk his dog, and so Oliver wanted to go see what is going on. Now, let me ask you, do any of you guys grow bok choy? Any of you grow this? Or pak choy? So there's bok choy and pak choy. It's a Chinese cabbage. It's very, very good. So this is another one that you can directly sow, and you don't have to. It does better from what I understood Gary talking about this morning on the Rusted Garden, that it does better when you direct sow. And it's also a cabbage that can stand a really good frost and freeze in my zone, which is zone 7, 8, and B. So I did try to grow this one year, and it didn't do well for me. And it's probably because I started it late. So, but if you don't, you might want to consider trying to grow this and see if you like it. I like it. And yeah, perfect for stir fries too. Oh no, gal. Maybe. What will you do if you have babies there? These are starting to come out. I opened them the wrong way. So yeah, so I am having fun. Seriously. This is a little relaxing for me out here, but I'm hot. No, it's good. It is a cool weather. If anybody wants any of the pak choy I know I have more of that than the bok choy. Let me know, and I will be happy to email me if you want some, and I will be happy to send you some seeds as well. So I think I'm gonna call my lettuce and everything done. I don't think I need to really. Yeah, I don't think I need to plant any more lettuce right now. Yeah, I would too. I would probably do the same thing, Gail. So that's Butterball out there. He's one of the baby chicks that hatched last year. And then Gaston is now going off. They do this all day long. And Butterball, he starts crowing, really early in the morning. My son heard him this morning. So now what I'm going to do, where are those? Guys, you saw me. Are you kidding, Tina? Do you remember in the beginning? Oh, there they are. So Gail, I am going to get to planting yours this year that you sent me last year. Do you remember? As I said earlier, Gail sent me these last year, and I kid you not, guys, they took over a month from Texas to Virginia. So what I'm most excited about is the Sugar Rush peach seed, and I am gonna start those. Put our little hole in here, and I've never had these peppers before, but I just hear really great things about them. And so I may end up using all these, and then I think I can save seeds this year from them if they germinate at all. Would that be safe saying? There we go. I think we're good. And because I'm planting 2 seeds per hole here, that's 10 seeds in a container. And I will separate those out if they germinate and then put them in a new container, which is one of the reasons why I use the bigger containers. I have looked into buying the bigger, who are they by? I don't know, but when I went up and I'm like, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? It was a Sugar Rush peach, Jennifer. Gail sent me those from last year. They were like $100 for these containers. I'm like, I'm not going to spend $100. I am going to recycle mine. To me, you can make gardening very, very expensive, in my personal opinion, if you get. Yeah, me neither. If these do well, I can seeds from them here and then send some out. So yeah, we'll find out. And then she also sent me the chili pepper one. It's hot, so we're gonna plant a couple of those. Bootstrap Farmer containers. Yes, thank you, Jennifer. See, I knew somebody would know who they were. They're just, and I see people like using, and I just don't think you need to. This is my opinion. I just don't feel that you can, like, if I'm going to put money into something, I'd rather put money into more raised beds and better soil, like, increase the soil. Not that my soil is bad, but you know what I'm saying? I'd rather put money into good soil versus a container that I can go recycle somewhere. So, but that's just, yeah. And they're nice. Don't get me wrong. I think they're nice, but not $100 nice for me. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah. So there we go. And I'm going to put on here because these are the hot chilies, right? Yeah, hot chili pepper is what they are. So my question is, I have a lot of peppers in my freezer from last year, and I don't know what to make with them. I don't want them to go to waste. I just don't know what to make with it. Have you guys ever used lemon drop peppers? I have a ton of those. That plant did really well last year for me for the first time, but I don't know what to make with it. It's a pretty plant too to grow. Okay. And then I never heard of these, Gail. It's yellow Scotch bonnet. Are those more like a bell pepper type of thing? Cowboy candy or chow chow with the lemon drop? Maybe, huh? I never heard of these either. So she sent me some, and I'm at a post now, so to label everything, I'm gonna have to go get some Scotch tape or something. And little Oliver's playing with his ball. He's so cute in here. When I first got him a ball, like with the bell in it, he was terrified of it. He ran from the thing. So I'm like, okay, so he's not ready for that. So yeah, so we're gonna plant these. Oh, okay. Thank you. Works for me. So yeah. So these are yellow Scotch bonnet. So maybe they're very similar to the lemon drop. I don't know. Because at first, when they were growing, I thought they were Tabasco peppers, but then they started turning yellow and not red. So I just dropped a seed. Oh no, I didn't. Yeah, he loves these ones. We were at Walmart, my husband and I were a couple weeks ago, and it looks like a ball of yarn, but it has like a little bell in the middle. And he's just rolling it all over in here right now. He loves them. Now he loves them. What are you doing? You can't go underneath there. He's a sweet kitty. Oh my gosh, you guys, I've already been on here an hour. That went by fast. So my next peppers, Gail, thanks for those. I appreciate them. I am going to do the ones I really wanted to do last year that just didn't do well, and that's the pumpkin spice jalapeno ones. I hope these germinate this year. Last year was not a good year for those. So, and if they don't germinate, I'm not going to attempt them again. And this is just day one of planting. I need to get my warmer crops going. Tomatoes. I'm not going to stress over the zucchini or anything because those germinate really fast, but I want to get green beans going in that too. Are they? Okay. Well, we'll find out. You don't get a lot of seeds in here of this, so. And I put 2 in each hole. That gives me 10 seeds into this one container. And again, I will separate them out if they germinate. I think I maybe got what? How many seeds? You get 10 seeds in here. So that whole pack is gone already. Well, no, there's one more seed. Let's just drop it in there. And there it goes. So that whole seed is gone. That whole pack is gone now. So I do want to learn to save the seeds from the bell peppers. I don't think it's that difficult to do. I know, me neither. Pray, please, that these germinate and I can save some seeds from these. That would be awesome. Is there a specific, like, I know like with cucumbers, you have to wait till they turn yellow where they get really overripe and everything. You leave them on there and you can then take them off and scoop them out and everything and then let them dry. What about bell peppers? Is there a particular way that you save the seeds from that? I'm not sure. So, and I am going to put that right here because this is my marker. So yeah. So anyhow, friends. And then I think I'm going to do just a couple more. I'm getting all my peppers done. So I'm happy about that because they do take a lot longer to germinate. So my husband said I need to extend my garden and that he would help me. So if that's the case, then starting all these seeds, hopefully I'll have room for them. I got rid of a lot of my grow bags. You only get 15 count in here. So yeah, so if I got rid of a lot of grow bags I pulled out and I just used that soil into my raised beds because I like my raised beds. I'm not against grow bags because I love my grow bags. I love my grow bags, Gail. Absolutely. And I thought they worked great. But if you're going to invest in them, you need to do from a 10-gallon and higher. Don't go anything less. So that's just from my own experience. And I still have grow bags. Like I have my 50-gallon grow bag still out there and they have my lavender in it. And yeah, so it worked. They work great. What I loved growing in my grow bags, to be honest with you, were lettuce. And I grew tomatoes and I grew bell pepper plants in them and it did really well. So I guess my thing is I keep changing the design of my garden. So, but yeah, what else, why I like them so much too, is that they really keep the weeds down. Because once you place them and you fill them with dirt, if there's any like debris underneath, it tends to kill it off. So that's a really great thing. So now I'm going to do some coral pepper ones. I like the colors, especially like if you're making fajitas or like just an omelet. I like having the different colors. So we'll see how these go out. So I'm putting 5 seeds in a container. And what germinates. So Gail, are you going to set up our live for next Tuesday or do you want me to do it? I'm okay either way. Just wasn't sure. I haven't checked my phone. Oh, really, Jennifer? Yeah, coral pepper. And we'll see how those go. So I didn't have a good germination rate last year. And it could have been the I'm going to show you. Let me also show you what I did. So I am never buying seed starting mixture again. It's a waste of money. I don't recommend it for anybody. I think it's more important to use a better soil. Just remember too that when all the soil in the stores, you'll see like raised bed soil, potting soil. Guys, it's all the same. Don't get hooked on the title of it. It's just a marketing thing to get your money. But I'm gonna tell you this. I used this last year. And this is Fox Farm. This is what I am using now to start all my plants. And I'm absolutely loving this. I used it last year towards the end of the season because I wanted to see how fast the stuff germinated last year. And I was like, the soil makes all the difference. Yes, I do, Gail. Right now I do. For the next month or so. So yeah. So if I bought this, I think it was would change with tax out here. It was under $11. It is 12 dry quarts. And I mean, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. And I still have a ton left over and I have some over there too. So I recommend this. I recommend this a lot. If you're gonna, and this is what I start my seeds on now. I'm not gonna start because the reason I say that is because seeds. So they say that seeds have all the nutrients and stuff in it for them to germinate. But once they're germinated, that's when you need to start taking care of them, and they need the nutrients. They don't have it. But the soil that I'm using has all those nutrients. One, to get them to germinate, and two, to keep them growing and to be healthy. So that's kind of where I'm at with it. And so far, and one of the things I noticed too, friends, like last year, because ever since COVID, the demand for good potting soil and stuff has been high, right? But the quality of it, if you go in and go look at like your top of the brand Miracle-Gro, let me tell you that the stuff isn't broken down enough properly, which is one of the reasons why things aren't growing in that type of soil, because it hasn't had a chance to properly break down and give the soil all the nutrients of the what's the word I'm looking for? Nitrates and all that to break down in the soil. So yeah. So don't, and Gary, and this is where I learned it. I learned it from Gary over the Rusted Garden. He tells you don't fall for all the, potting soil, lawn soil, I mean, it's really amazing. It really is all, because I want you to do your own research. Go in and look at 3 different bags of soil that all have one for raised beds, one for pots, and then just a regular potting mix. Go look at all those, flip it over, and look at all the ingredients. They're all the same. The only thing that may vary is the N, P, and K that's in there. Yes, Gail, I will. So yeah. That's just a I believe I'm saying that right? So it has all the same nutrients in it. So just don't be fooled for that. All right. I think the next one, because I absolutely love pepperoncinis. So thank you, Rudy, for the time. We're not going to be on here much longer, but you guys are motivating me to actually plant these. And when I plant them, the time goes by fast and I'm feeling productive today and it's helping me out. So Jennifer, I'm glad you're enjoying the chat. I thought, what, I really am not up for like having a serious chat about things, but I can sit here and talk about gardening and seed planting with everybody. Yeah. Yeah, and that's, yeah. Well, we're going to see how well these do. Hopefully they do well this year. I pray that they do. I do want to try and grow some pumpkins this year, just to have. But I am going to give all these a really great drink of water when they're all done. And then I need to find some more labeling or some masking tape, so I can label all these really well. I don't think there's any more. No, there's no more water in there. So do you water from the top or do you? Yeah. So do you water from the bottom or from the top when you guys water? And then I'm going to do some Keystone resistant, resistant giant bell pepper. So we'll see how these go. And now you get 50 seeds in here. So I may actually, last year, Karen, I went down to my local nursery and I picked up 2 pumpkin plants. And sadly, they did not produce pumpkin. I don't know if it got crossed with my loofah plant took over a lot last year. So I don't think I'm going to be growing loofah this year. It was a lot of fun to grow and I really enjoyed watching the loofah, but I don't know. It needs its own area to grow and it needs to grow up. This one just vined all over everything. It drowned out my cucumber plants. And at first I thought it was a cucumber plant growing. And I'm like, because it looked like it, right? With the flowers, it did all that. And then I'm like, no, I don't think this is a cucumber plant. I think this is a loofah. And it took over, which I was fine because I really didn't have anything on that side growing. But I do think when it started crawling down on the ground, it got intertwined with the pumpkins and it just didn't produce anything. That was a long story to tell you. It didn't produce anything. So I don't know. Maybe I'll grow it outside this year in the front planter pumpkins. But I have deer and I have the rabbit and all that. So, yep, bottom. Me too. So I planted 2 containers of the peppers in here. And I have 3 more. I have 3 more containers to grow, to plant in, and I'm not sure what I'm going to plant in there yet. Because so far, everything that I wanted to plant with you today, did I do Tabasco? Oh, you know what I'm going to do while I'm here? We are going to do the Santa Fe peppers. We're going to grow just a few of those. And I'll do 1 container of those, I think. And so have you guys decided what you're having for dinner? I'll tell you, my husband, he cooked while I was been sick. He really stepped up and just did so much. And I just am so thankful. And I cooked dinner last night for the first time. And I was like, I overdid it. I overdid the chicken. I was like, sorry, I'm out of practice. He made me a gourmet breakfast last week too. I was like, oh my goodness. So, do you hear the dogs out there barking? So as the weather warms up, I know it's only, like I said, temporary here. It's gonna get cold again. Will we have any more snow? I don't think so. But I do keep the tops moist. That's the one thing I will say. I will keep the top of my containers moist. And then water from the bottom. That is something I have learned. I am really, truly, truly excited about this. I am feeling so good. And I think while I'm here, I might as well just do these last two, right? And let's throw in, how about some Tabasco? Now I planted these last year and they didn't, well, I have 2 seeds. That's all that I have left. And they didn't do well last year, so. And I said I was not gonna buy any more seeds. I want to use what I have. Unless it's like a really unique seed. It's not something that, it's a rare find. Because I still have tomatoes to do. And I said I don't need to grow a lot of tomatoes or process anything, but that's not true. The more that I looked into how much tomato product that I've used for my canning, I am going to need to can some more, believe it or not. And there we go. I think I'm done. I'm pretty sure I put seeds in there. And now we're going to wait and see how long it takes for all these to germinate. I'm really excited about it all. I have to stop spraying that spray bottle. And 2025's garden, part of it has been, oh, I found a pepper seed. I don't know where it came from. I should just plant it somewhere, huh? Just poke it in there and then be a surprise seed. There we go. I don't know where it came from. I just found it. And we'll see how these germinate. And I ended up, see, those got wet. I don't want my seed packets to get wet if they have seeds in them. And one whole tray is done. Right here. And then went the rest of them on the floor. Thankfully, they were in their plastic containers, so nothing, like I don't have seeds all over the floor. The next ones I'm gonna do, I will make a video of it, and these will be my survival seeds, and I will be planting Wait, aren't those yours, Jennifer, rainbow seeds? Those are the ones you sent me, right? So I have those. So my next pack is going to be the survival seeds that I have. So I'm gonna plant the kidney beans. There's bell peppers there, which I probably should have I'll do more. I think I'll do it just at like one tray specifically for the survival seeds that I got and do a video on that. That way I can keep better track on how well those seeds germinate and do. Yeah, so, but friends, it's been great chatting with you. I really appreciate you all coming out today and hanging out with me as we plant the seeds together. That was a lot of fun. We have some other collaborations coming up. Next Tuesday, March 4th, we are doing the Cupid's Creation collab giveaway. that will be hosted on my channel, and Gail Southern Living and Tammy from Mountain Grandma will be joining me. We were all co-hosting together. There'll be prizes. So if you haven't watched the videos yet, make sure that you go out and watch the videos. There's playlists on all of our channels. And we'll be doing that next Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern time, 6 p.m. Central time, if that's the right one, because Gail's in Texas and Tammy's in Missouri. So they're an hour behind me. So I believe it's Central. Also, if you're, yeah, I'm getting there, Karen. Thank you. Also, there are some open collaborations going on. I can't name all of them off, but you might want to go check out Susan over at the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. She has a March collaboration coming up that has to do with canning and meals and stuff, which is one of the reasons why I was postponing mine to begin with, because it was too similar to her. So I think I'm going to do the meals in the jar later on in the year, so we can work on that. And I know Gail wanted to do some dehydrating things, so I need to get her recipe out of my dehydrating book. Pies of March start the 1st of March, hosted by Leanne and Tony over at Mennonite Farmhouse and Kettle Kitchen. So make sure you participate in that. There'll be giveaways, I think, too, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so there's another one coming up too. What is it? The is it emergency or I forget. But that one will be coming up, and you'll know when you see all the videos. I can't think of all of them right now. There's a lot, and I don't have my notebook today in front of me. So anyhow, thank you. And it was really good to see you. I'm going to go in and rest for the rest of the day now and think about a video that I can try and put together for Friday. It is amazing when you don't post what happens to your channel. Things just kind of go down and you feel guilty not having anything out, but it's just where it is. So, all right, friends, I'm going to run. Thanks for coming in. And good to see you, Karen, and good to see everybody too. And I will see you on the next video. Take care, everybody. Bye.